Chapter 1, The Divine Revelation. In the days of turmoil, the fortunate ones were Enoch and the elect righteous individuals who distanced themselves from the wicked and ungodly. Enoch, a man of virtue, bore witness to a holy vision in the heavens. Speaking in the presence of God himself, the angels revealed to him the events of a future generation, for the sake of the chosen ones. Enoch conversed with the Holy and Mighty One, the God of the world, foreseeing his descent from the dwelling place to tread upon Mount Sinai. The divine display of power from heaven would evoke fear and trembling, not only among mortals but even the watchers. Mountains would quake, hills crumble, and the earth will be submerged, bringing destruction. Judgment would befall all, but the righteous would find peace and mercy, as they belong to God. In the aftermath, all creation would belong to God, experiencing divine happiness, blessings, and illumination. Thousands of saints would accompany him to judge and punish the wicked, ensuring justice for their sins. Heavenly beings observed earthly affairs, witnessing celestial bodies following their divine paths, the changing seasons, and the cycles of life and death. Meanwhile, earthly inhabitants spoke against the Lord's commandments, inviting curses and judgment. The elect, however, would receive light, joy, and peace, inheriting the earth, while the unholy faced curses. The elect, living without transgressions, were humble and wise. They avoided condemnation and torment, dwelling in eternal peace and happiness. Chapter 2, The Fallen Angels. As the human population grew, beautiful daughters were born. The angels, known as sons of heaven, became infatuated and took human wives, bearing children. Amiasa, their leader, initially worried, but the angels descended upon Mount Armon, named after their oaths. The chiefs, including Samiasa, Eurykaberamil, and others, each chose a wife and taught them sorcery. The women gave birth to giants, towering 300 cubits tall. These giants, consuming all resources, turned against humanity, devouring and harming creatures. The earth condemned their wickedness. Chapter 3, The Forbidden Knowledge. Azazel, Amazarek, Armas, Barkiel, Akibil, Tamiel, and Asaradel corrupted humanity with forbidden knowledge. Azazel taught the creation of weapons and adornments. Amazarek imparted sorcery. Armas unveiled the solution to sorcery. Barkiel shared star observation. Akibil taught signs. Tamiel delved into astronomy, and Asaradel disclosed the motion of the moon. As impiety and fornication thrived, mankind strayed from righteous paths. On the brink of destruction, humanity's cries reached heaven. Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Suriel, and Uriel observed from above, acknowledging the pleas of the souls. They discussed the rising bloodshed and wickedness on earth, realizing that the cries had reached the gates of heaven. Chapter 4, Divine Intervention. Addressing the Lord, they acknowledged his eternal throne and power over all. They pointed out the actions of Azazel and Samiasa, who had taught wickedness and sorcery and defiled themselves with human daughters. The earth, filled with bloodshed and wickedness, prompted the souls of the dead to cry out at the gates of heaven. The Most High, the Great and Holy One, spoke. He sent Arsielalyr to the son of Lamech, instructing him to convey a message of hiding and foretell the impending destruction by a flood. Arsielalyr was to teach him how to escape and ensure the survival of his offspring. Chapter 5, Divine Judgments. The Lord commanded Raphael to restrain Azazel, immobilize him, and cast him into darkness. Dudiel, the desert, would be his confinement. With stones hurled at him to shroud him in darkness until the day of judgment when he would face the fiery abyss. Gabriel was commanded to go to the wicked, the rebellious children born of the watchers, and incite them against each other. Mutual slaughter would be their fate, denying their father's desires for eternal life. Michael was tasked with informing Samiasa and his associates of their impending judgment, with the annihilation of their offspring and their binding beneath the earth for 70 generations. The sons of the watchers would witness the destruction of their loved ones. Bound underneath the earth, they would endure fiery torments until the end of many generations, awaiting the final judgment when they would be cast into the lowest depths, never to escape. Chapter 6, Divine Decree and Restoration. The Lord's command echoed through the heavens, decreeing the destruction of promiscuous souls and the offspring of the watchers who oppressed humanity. The eradication of oppressors and evil deeds would pave the way for righteousness and rectitude to flourish. The saints, freed from oppression, would give thanks and live in peace, cultivating the earth righteously. The bountiful blessings of heaven would descend upon the earth, with trees filling the land and vines yielding abundant fruit. Seeds would multiply 1,000-fold, and olives would produce 10 presses of oil. The earth would be cleansed from oppression, injustice, crime, impiety, and pollution. All nations would honor and bless the Lord, and the earth would be purified from corruption, crime, punishment, and suffering. Another flood would never be sent to destroy it. Chapter 7: Enoch's Revelation and Blessing. In those days, heavenly blessings would grace the earth and the works of humanity. Peace and fairness would reign across the world in every generation. Enoch, hidden from mankind, devoted his time to the holy ones and the watchers. He blessed the Lord and King of Peace. Known as Enoch the scribe among the watchers, the Lord instructed Enoch to convey a message to the fallen watchers, informing them that they would never find peace or forgiveness on earth. Witnessing the death of their loved ones and mourning the destruction of their sons, they would plead for mercy and peace but find none. Azazel, accused of oppression, blasphemy, tyranny, and sin, was warned of a severe judgment against him. Chapter 8: The Prayer of the Fallen. In terror, the fallen watchers begged Enoch to write a supplication for forgiveness, unable to address God themselves due to their disgraceful offense. Enoch wrote a memorial of their prayer, seeking forgiveness. Continuing his journey, Enoch read the memorial until he fell asleep. In a dream, he witnessed visions of punishment, which he was to recount to the sons of heaven. Upon waking, he found the watchers gathered, weeping with covered faces. Enoch shared the visions in his dream, reproving the watchers with words of righteousness. Chapter 9: The Reproof and Vision of Enoch. This book contains the words and reproof of the watchers, as commanded by the Holy and Great One in a vision. I realized that I spoke with the human tongue and breath given by the Mighty One for communication and understanding. Just as men comprehend His word, I have been empowered to reprove the heavenly beings known as the Watchers. Despite having written down their request, my vision has shown that it will not be granted as long as the world exists. Judgment has been passed, and their plea will remain unfulfilled. The Watchers will never ascend to heaven but will be bound on earth until the end of the world. They will witness the destruction of their beloved sons, who will fall by the sword. Intercession will be futile, and they will only weep and plead silently.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. By subscribing, you'll stay updated on all our latest uploads and become part of our growing community. And hey, if you found value in today's video, give it a thumbs up. It really helps us out. Also, make sure to click on the notification bell so you never miss an update. We love hearing from you in the comments, so drop your thoughts or suggestions down below. Thanks again for being here. Your support means the world to us, and we can't wait to share more awesome content with you. Until next time, stay awesome, and don't forget to subscribe.